Hey guys, so it's the next morning and I'm heading out for the safari. My feet, I'm wearing these shorts, a polo top, both orange, my hair of course orange to blend, orange, yeah. And then I'm taking this sweatshirt in case I feel cold because Nairobi is pretty cold. But yeah guys, that's it. So let's head out, okay? And I'll definitely take you guys along to see how much fun I get. I hope I get so much fun. So yeah, let's go. So guys, our trucks were ready. We hired 2 different trucks because of our number, and as you guys can see, we used these trucks that had like an open top so that we can really enjoy the whole tour and the safari. And our first stop was the national park in Nairobi, so we headed straight there. It was very close to our hotel location, so we just had like maybe say a 5-minute or 7-minute drive, and immediately we got there, we were welcomed by these amazing dancers. I do not know their names, but they were at the national park just waiting to welcome us, and you guys will see them shortly. Yeah, they gave us an amazing dance presentation. Amazing dance presentation, isn't it? So anyways, the next thing, our driver came down and helped us open the top of the roof of our truck for us to get a really clear and crisp view of all the animals that we're going to visit. And yeah guys, the next thing, we headed into the park. Guys, see, Nairobi has an amazing large landmass that they have dedicated to this park. Like, it is a very huge landmass. Like, you can literally see a lot of open space for the animals to just enjoy, have fun. So we really drove inside before we got to where we started seeing animals. If there is one thing I really enjoyed throughout my stay in Nairobi, it has to be the weather. Like, the weather is absolutely cool and cozy. Like, I was just enjoying myself. My hair was flowing in the wind. I was having all the possible fun ever while we're still journeying into the park. Now, maybe then carry go to be that place where we go that day. Before, you don't know. Nah, jump. A jungle. And of course, what is a journey if there is no gist to enjoy all the journey wahala? Anyways, we're gisting and having fun. So yeah guys, that's it. Cheese, Jeremiah. My head in this. This is what I look like. There are things inside. So the first animal we saw was a buffalo, I believe. So yeah, we saw a buffalo or buffaloes having their breakfast because it was early in the morning. So yeah guys, they're not cows. Are they cows? They're not cows. Buffalo. So you are coming too close, please feedback. Next up, we went to see the lion, the king of the jungle. Yeah. Bro, where did they go? He's too proud. See this one. Very close. Oh, I'm also sick. Oh, they weak. Bro, stop now. We all were anticipating seeing this lion. Like, it was too important for us. So when everybody got there, everybody just brought out their phones and they were filming everything, concentrating. You can see everybody in their truck really filming. Anyways, next up we saw, I think, ostrich. And yeah guys, it's the female. Which one is the female? The gray one. No transgender. No. But the grey one was supposed to be they fine. The black one come fine pass. So I know one they fine pass man.
Joe, na turkey abi? Turkey na.
Joseph is not turkey, it's ostrich. Local man. Guys, the cold in Nairobi is not for the faint-hearted. Like, I was already shivering, so I grabbed my sweatshirt, and of course my skin was glowing. And yeah guys, next thing we saw were the rhinoceros. No, let's go closer. He's going closer. Rhino baby.
This kind
that car fear them. Let's see that car fear them. Sorry, oh baby. Continue playing. My God, these rhinoceros were massive. Like, they were huge. And of course, I tried to take a selfie with them. Why not they see the rhinos now? No, I'm seeing them now. I have said it before, but I'm going to say it again. The landmass that Nairobi people dedicated to these farm animals is way too much. Like, it is so massive, honestly. But I think I can understand why they did this. Anyways, we also saw some antelopes. They're called impalas. We watched them a bit, and then we parked our truck so that we can use our legs to visit inside the forest. So I think this place is a village, and then they had some artistic old artwork slash whatever it is that you can see all around here for people to take pictures and all of that, before we headed into the forest to see some animals that we probably couldn't access in our trucks. But then of course we went with 2 guards, one in front and one at the back, because I'm not about to fight any wild animal in this bush. They look where they go as they press record though.
Just where is Ranger Joe?
No go tell people say me then they alert. What if something when they come from this place, if I think go jump and inside here? See the person they say they watch over us.
Blue Ranger. The Red Ranger.
We saw this cute little turtle playing in the river, and we continued walking into the deep forest. The what community?
Maasai community.
Maasai community. The Maasai community. Welcome to the Maasai community. Okay, so yeah, the Maasai community had a few women selling some art pieces, a lot of things though. So basically the idea is when you come here, you just support their businesses, get some portraits. But guys, their stuff is really expensive. I did not buy anything because the kind of funds I ran for my life sharp. But anyways, after we're done with this, we returned back to our trucks to continue our journey.
Chet, where are you going to?
I'm going to the
Chet, I don't lost.
I'm scared of the crocodiles. How they there?
They're waiting for you. They will fly now.
When the crocodiles move. Whoa, are you serious? What's the giraffe eating? Is he a bird?
What? That's ears.
Looks like something is flying on. Okay, it's ear. Oh, sorry, my bad. See, this impala is not even scared. It's going around him. We came out and continued with our safari. We saw some crocodiles. We saw this beautiful, tall and gorgeous giraffe. We saw some more impalas slash antelopes. We fed our eyes, and yeah guys, we kept moving. At this point, we're already winding down and heading back to our entry point, and then we saw these beautiful monkeys.
This one, they look me bad. They're bots already. They are weird. Only God knows why.
So one major thing I was taught throughout this journey is that when you see the animals and you're really close to them, just be quiet so you allow them relax and communicate with you. Well, after seeing the monkeys, our journey at the national park came to an end, so we headed down to a local market to buy some souvenirs, and of course I had to show you guys the beautiful city of Nairobi. So we got to this local market, and guys, they had a lot of souvenirs, but it was not really what we're looking out for anyways, but we decided to window shop. Again, they had a lot of weird art pieces and custom to their, I don't know, but they had a lot of things basically that we're not really resonating with. But then thankfully we started seeing fabrics and branded shirts and things that were kind of in line with what we're searching for, key holders, earrings, and that was what we ended up buying. I just have to mention, see guys, if you are going to Nairobi and you know you want to buy souvenirs, get ready, because these people go bill you like, I remember I don't even know how many things I ended up buying for 100 USD, which is outrageous to me. Anyways, next stop we went to the Giraffe Centre, and immediately we entered. The first thing, you go into like a place where you would see a lot of history about the Giraffe Centre, the giraffes and whatnot, and you're expected to read them before you start feeding the giraffes. After reading and educating yourself on the needful, now it's time for the main show. So it's time to feed these giraffes, guys. My colleagues were doing this effortless. Everybody was doing this effortlessly until it got to my turn, guys. I don't even know. Like, actually, I don't like animals, but God, everybody was just effortless with it until I decided to try, and of course I showed my Igbo girl, village local girl.
No. Oh, hello.
Do it landscape so that you can get me clearly in case I'm far. Beg. You should stop making me do this thing so many times. Yikes.
You have to give it.
It was so hard for me. I thought this giraffe was about to bite off my fingers, but guys, I decided, after all the pep talk they gave me, I decided to take 2 on this.
Can you see?
Jesus, he literally cleared it.
A little more pep talk and I decided to take 3, but this was my final trial.
Go and give it the food.
It's my facial expression for me there. But anyways, when I was done, we headed for a quick lunch, and the next place we headed to was Karen Blixen's museum.
Thank you.
We watched the film Out of Africa.
What?
We watched the film.
Return of Africa.
Watch Out of Africa. Out of Africa.
Out of Africa. No, out of Africa.
Out of Africa. No.
And have you read the book Out of Africa?
No, we haven't.
Not yet.
So how did you know about the house?
So this was our, will I say, our tourists throughout the museum. She was asking us if we have watched the movie Out of Africa, which is more like the story of Karen Blixen. Very interesting. I highly recommend you come to this museum if you visit Nairobi. And of course, as usual, these people, they have a lot of large landmarks that they're not using for anything. But yeah, the place was very beautiful, and Yeah, they also had a place where they sell souvenirs, and she was giving us a good tour of the
So the bar and
space.
the shield in the middle is a representation of the Maasai culture and what was used in the fighting for independence. So you have our
When
seats,
was the independence?
1963.
1950.
From the British, right?
She sat us down briefly and gave us a quick story of Karen Blixen before taking us around.
Karen was born in 1885. She was the second born out of 5 siblings. She belonged to the Denson family and she was born in Denmark. At the age of 18 years, she joined the Royal Danish School of Fine Arts, where she gained her good painting skills, her good communication skills, and later on became among the best authors in the world. At the age of 28 years, she accepted the marriage proposal from her half-Swedish cousin by the name Baron Blixen of treated her servants, and she used to travel to Denmark to bring them medicine that she administered to the local people. She also acted as a judge in most of their cases and constructed a local school for the local people's children. Due to language barrier and boredom, the husband Baron wasn't always coming home, and it was difficult for Karen to communicate with the local people. So Karen had a friend by the name Buckley Cole, who was the owner of the Muthaiga Country Club. And back then, only men were allowed to be spending their time at the club. So Karen was the only lady who was privileged to be spending her time at the club due to their closeness with Buckley Cole and the title of the Baroness.
So she quickly showed us around the environment and showed us some equipment used by Karen Blixen that were stored for historical, what do they call it? Before she now took us to the front of the house and then into the house.
Pulled by 6 to 10 oxen, while the small ones are pulled by 2 to 3 oxen. Then we have these 2 full ox wagons that were used for transportation of coffee shops from here to the Nairobi railway terminals.
And of course, this is the beautiful house that Karen Blixen lived in. So yeah, she told us some historical information about it.
Of the Ngong Hills. And from here you can spot the hills. You can see the windmills rotating.
Yes.
So Ngong is a Maasai word meaning human knuckles, where the hills are 7 in number, and they have a crazy myth believing that God was angry at the Maasais, and that's when he stamped on the ground, and that's how the hills formed. So I'll start by showing you some of the things that we have here in the corridor, and then we get to the house. So this is a sketch map of the 6,000 acre farm that she owned. And we had this Magafe River that separated her farm from the Maasai community. And this is where her factory was located. So the Maasais had a culture that they used to practice of burning dry grass when it was approaching the rainy season. The original paintings are in the Karen Blixen Museum that is in Denmark. So these are prints of what she did. So this is a Somali boy by the name Abdullahi, whom Karen considered the most intelligent boy here in the farm. He knew how to play chess game and challenged most of our visitors in the game. And later on, Karen took him to law school, where he studied and practiced law here in Kenya for a few years, and later on became among the first judges in his country, Somalia. And this is a photo of Karen with her favorite dog with the name Gus, which was a Scottish breed, and this was gifted to her by her husband, Baron. And Karen really loved going hunting with it. And as you can see in the photo, Karen is holding a rose flower, where she was a lover of flowers. And in the house, you'll get to see a book written on her arrangements and photos of how she used to do her arrangements.
After taking us round outside the museum, she took us inside, but we're not allowed to film anything inside the museum for the purpose of, I think museums are not supposed to be filmed, so we did not. And after that, she showed us outside the museum, just the backyard, and yeah, we called it a day. I'll highly recommend you visit if you can and enjoy this amazing place. By the way, there are beautiful paintings outside for you to purchase, so if you are interested in that too, you can also buy stuff there, but mind you, it is expensive, so get ready.
Which one?
There
There is a discount. It's not fixed price.
So if he price them, so we can bargain.
Yes, you can tell me how much you wish to spend.
Man, this water is freezing cold.